That old saying that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure was never more true than with hard drives. We really just need to use some good common sense in regards to hard drives and in regards to our data. For example, we need to make backups of data. What you can't live without and can't replace needs to be backed up somewhere else. If the hard drive were to crash, do you have a copy of your data? If you don't, and it ever happens to you, then you'll know and you won't let it happen to you again. Defragment files and scan the hard drive occasionally. That'll help your performance tremendously. Don't smoke around the hard drive. The reason is because there are particles that are in the smoke that can actually get inside the hard drive and cause the hard drive to malfunction and give erroneous data. Don't leave the PC turned off for weeks or months. It's really better to leave the PC turned on these days. The new PCs that we buy these days, they want to run. You're better off to leave the PC running all the time. Personally, my PC never turns off. It's always on. If you're always on and you're always connected to the internet, then you need to have some type of a firewall, which you can learn about on the internet. Leaving the PC turned off is damaging. Leaving the PC turned on is not damaging. High humidity can be dangerous for hard drives. Computers like to work in a medium humidity atmosphere. Too little humidity can cause, especially if we're working on computers, can cause electrostatic discharge, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. But too much humidity can be damaging for hard drives as well. And be gentle with the hard drive. If the computer's not working right, kicking it is not going to help. Pounding on it is not going to help. We're learning more and more through this training about what's going on inside the system. So take some conscious thought about what might be actually going wrong with that hard drive and take some good steps in the right direction and be gentle with the hard drive. If we can't fix it ourselves, then there are sources for help. But before we call any technical support for hard drives or for operating systems or any type of technical support, we really need to have all of our ducks in a row. In other words, we need to know the model and the description, the manufacturer, the wording of any error messages that we're getting, a description of the problem in our own words, and then maybe the hardware and software configuration of the system. That'll help whoever's on the other end of that phone. They will be very glad that you've got that information available for them. In the next section, we'll briefly discuss some utility programs that we can use to help us fix a hard drive without having to call a technical support group.